Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the reads, I'm using the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. I have a website here. At the bottom, that's Chris Ann. At the bottom of that gray box, there's a couple websites, chrisann.com and themusetarot.com, I believe, as well. Feel free to freeze frame and check out that if you want to see them. It's Chris Ann with an E. Supportive Oracle cards. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reid. There's a website in the back here. At the bottom of that paragraph with Colette's picture, you can see her website. There's a couple others there too, I think. Feel free to freeze frame and check those out if you want. And about the illustrator, why not? You know, we got about the illustrator, Jenna, full name there spelled out. If you want to like freeze frame and read through that, knock your socks off. And there's a couple websites at the bottom if you want to check those out. Feel free to enjoy as you see fit. Okay, what do we have for Cancer? Oh, I love that. Why do I love that? Why do I love that? That's a great question. Get the Nine of Fire. That's holding the line. It's really beautiful in your situation. Like, you said what you were going to do and you're holding to it. It's already like pushing forward really strong. Got a lot of strength coming in. A lot of strength. Not that that's shocking for Cancer, in my opinion, especially if you're motivated and somebody's, triggered something and you're like, this has to work out a certain way. You will follow through as you see fit. You're one of the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. When emotion is pushing, if there's emotional drive behind you, you can move mountains. When you're in the current, you got the current working to your favor, you can make things go pretty far. Somebody might be talking bad about you. Okay, what's that about? This isn't to hold you down, by the way. You're not putting up with it, but you're not playing into it at the same time. Not putting up with it, not playing into it. You seem to be aware of this. If this reading is going to hit, I'm pretty sure you're aware of this to some degree, that somebody is talking bad about you, not playing into it, but not putting up with it. So I'm almost like, we're going to make it really simple. It's almost like somebody's like, if we're going to make it really easy, make it about food because that's what I like. Somebody's like saying, oh, they're one of those vegans. They only eat raw vegan. They eat strawberries and cherries, and that's all they ever eat. That's all they ever eat. You're not playing into it. You're like, I'm not even going to address that. But what you are doing is you're like, listen, truth is, not a vegan. At least not that type. What I do is I eat, maybe you're the type that, I don't know, there's a difference between vegan and vegetarian. I want to say one of them will have cheese and milk, maybe eggs. Could be wrong. Could be flat out wrong. But you're like, I do eat these things as well. I'm not a raw vegan at all. I'm nowhere near that. I do cook my food, and I do eat cheese, and I do eat these things. And you won't address that somebody's saying stuff, but every now and then you're like, when you're eating, you're like, oh yeah, and I eat this and I eat that, and this is, every now and then you just reiterate to the right people like what you actually do without addressing the person starting the rumors. You're not even addressing a rumor, you're just reminding people what you actually do without getting involved in the hoopla and the craziness. This seems to be throwing somebody way off, because in the past you have told where you stand on a certain things. I'm using food as an analogy just to make it simple, but like whatever the subject is, whether it be about a person or a situation or how you feel about this subject or how you feel about that subject, you have made this known in the past quite clearly. For a lot of you, it might even be public record in the sense of like maybe on some type of social media, bam, you put it right out there. And every now and then you might let people know in that sense, like, you know what, that's how it was, that's how it still is, and that's how it's going to stay. So I'm just telling you, haven't changed my mind and don't plan to either. But you're not addressing the rumor directly, but like if somebody's wondering where you stand, you're like, this is where I stand. You're not addressing it directly. That is taking a lot of power away from that person. A lot of power. And I feel like it's causing some stuff that it's stopping them dead in their tracks. And I feel like it's shocking the system. When I'm getting the Tower, it's a really good thing. Because it's kind of like, I feel like the Tower is falling in and the person starting the rumors. And for some of you, it might be like somebody starting rumors about something so silly and so trivial. It's like, why are they even bothering? What's the point? But the fact that you're not addressing it directly and you're just reiterating what the truth is, you're corroding their credibility. The credibility that they didn't really have to begin with, if you follow me. You're exposing the lack of credibility they already had. I hope I said that right. They're full of crap and you're highlighting it. That's all. That's all. That's all. How is this? Can we get a little more clarity on that? I see this. This is going well for you, by the way. I don't see this going bad. 5 of Cups. Oh. I don't know if I like this or not. I don't know. 5 of Cups and then the Hanged Man on its side. Be careful. I don't know what this is, but you're exposing somebody without directly dealing with them, and they're having their own fallout. Not feeling bad for them, but they're not the only viper in this pit. Be aware of that. Somebody else might be targeting that same person and exposing them for their BS, for their lies. They're exposing them for their lies. Be careful of that one. That one's a little bit. Be careful of that one. I don't know. It's a general read. Take it with a grain of salt, because I'm getting the Web Weaver with the Magician. This is somebody who they're trying to create something. Might be good, might not be good. The 5 of Cups is telling me something isn't quite on. So there's a balance there. Like, this might be somebody who's doing something. It could work out well. It might not work out well. Just be leery of it. That Hanged Man on its side is kind of like, I don't know. I'm not too excited about it. I might try to keep a distance from it. I might just try to keep a distance from it. This person who's trying to call out the one who's lying, I just don't feel like they're much better. It's just at the moment it may look better for them. Don't get too close to it. I feel like if you just don't get too close to it, you'll be okay. A little bit of distance with that. A little bit of distance there. Because I see, like, there's new players coming in again. Pisces had somebody new coming in. I guess you do too. I was trying because I feel like somebody's coming up the ladder here. I didn't notice that ladder before, but they're like pointing out this ladder to me. Even though, somebody's coming up. Somebody's coming up in the situation. Somebody new is coming in. Somebody new is coming in. And this person is very vocal. Okay, somebody new coming in, somebody very vocal. I'm seeing it with the Knight of Voices, which is the Knight of Swords, which is also a very air-connected communication thought. This new person, there's like a few different people involved in this. Somebody new is coming into your life. The other people, like the one who's staying the lies, that's going to do themselves in, the person that's calling out the person that's saying the lies, those two people seem like they've been around. This is a new person coming in. I feel like you also have a new person coming in. Just something, it's reminding me of the Pisces reading a lot. That person is also very vocal. We just don't want to encourage them to be a part of this. The Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, Cups. A lot of emotion. This is somebody you're going to match up with well. You might want to advise them to keep some distance from that as well. They're very vocal. I keep getting that this is somebody who I feel like maybe they say more than they should. When this person comes in, this is a new person coming in for you. Maybe they should say less. I mean, just advise them to say less and to listen more. Speak ye little, listen ye much. I think that's how that phrase goes. Speak ye little, listen ye much, something like that. I'm probably saying it wrong. Somebody in the comments will correct it, I'm sure. So look in the comments for the way it's supposed to be said. I understand that. Is there something I'm missing with that? I feel like there's another piece to this. This is like a confusing thing. They just need to stay out of stuff. I feel like this is somebody who likes you and wants to establish themselves well with you. Just tell them, please stay out of that. They don't want to, like, I feel like this is somebody who is loyal to you. It's like they immediately become very loyal to you. You want to let them know, I don't want to be pulled into that. Don't bring my name up in that. In fact, if you could just stay out of it yourself, I think that would be best for everybody, including you and me. And just let them flat out know that, like, them getting involved in the situation and voicing how they feel about it does not make you happy. And I feel like they'll stay out of it. There's this question of loyalty, almost like they feel like they need to say something because there's some tomfoolery going on, and they feel like they need to be loyal to you and, like, not let people talk bad about you or something like that. This is a new person coming in. It feels like it's a new person coming in, and they feel like they need to say something if they hear somebody say something off color about you. And if you already let them know, like, you know what, people say stuff, just don't address it, just walk away from it. It's not necessary. I don't really want you saying anything, so you don't need to say anything. Just leave it where it is. I feel like they'll respect that, and I feel like that's what they need you to advise them, that you don't want them to say anything on your behalf or at all. It is what it is. And I feel like another piece of advice you might want to add into that is just kind of like, give it some time, give it a few months, and just watch how it plays out, and you'll see why I told you not to say anything. Give them that type of advice, and I feel like that works out best for everybody. It's one of those things where I feel like there's somebody and they feel like out of loyalty towards you, they need to say something, or they need to stick up for you or something. But if you give them that heads up, like, no, don't do that. Just keep it to yourself. If you need to talk about it, talk about it to me if you have to. I already know things are a little bit wonky there. I just stay out of it. I just stay away from it. Give it a couple months. You'll see how it actually works. It'll be fine. Are we good? All right, I'm going to shut that down there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.